Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be just a quick week ahead reading for you. So I will go ahead and start. The main deck I've chosen is the Marchetti Tarot, and then clarifying with the Light Seers Tarot. And I have an oracle deck out, the Priestess of Light Oracle. So Taurus, I hope that all is well for you for the month of November. We are closing out the month of November this last week. So this last energy check-in for November, designed for the 24th through the 30th. But of course, tarot is usually very timeless in that you can come to it when you need to come to it. And if you are scrolling through social media, TikTok or YouTube, and you see this video, it might be for you even if you have Taurus nowhere in your sign, in your chart. So Taurus is usually something you want to go to, a sun, a moon, a rising. But other than that, this is designed for whoever it's meant to be for, but Taurus in particular. So anyway, I'm looking for 3 cards as the main line. And there's the 3 cards just jumped on the floor. So let me use those. My apologies here. Hang on just a second. Got a slick floor and not so slick cards. All right. Bear with me. I'm going to turn these face down. And then we're going to talk about the order of those. Let me put these over here so you can see good. Let me set this deck off to the side. And we have, for the sign of Taurus, we have the first card is something that brings you joy. We have the Empress in reverse. So the Empress in reverse is going to be a kind of a stagnation of growth. We're talking about what brings you joy is not rushing into something so quickly, not giving birth to something, not giving life to something. Maybe this creative project right now, you need to take your time on it. And I think that's actually a specialty of Taurus, is not rushing into things. The Empress energy is ruled by the planet Venus, which also is responsible for your ruling planet. Venus is your ruling planet. So there is a lot of similarity in the energy that comes from the Empress as far as that Venus beauty, aesthetics. And with the Empress being in reverse, it's just really saying that what brings you joy is to slow down. What brings you joy is to take your time with a project, to not be rushed through, to not go fast, to really think things through and make sure that, it's very similar to an actual, if it isn't an actual physical child that you're giving birth to, that process takes a long time. You can ask any pregnant woman and they will tell you that those 9 months can either fly by or they can go so very slow, and you're watching the clock and you're watching every month and every second, counting down the days until you can meet that baby. But this is here, the 3 of the major arcana, the Empress in reverse. What brings you joy? And it is just, in my opinion, it's just slowing down. It's taking your time. It's making sure that you're dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and not rushing into anything. And that's where you get your purest joy. And what do you need to be mindful of? We have the 2 of Swords. Be mindful of indecision. So maybe not going so slow that you then can't make up your mind on which way to go, right or left, up or down. 2 of Swords is you need to be mindful of its willful blindness. So is there something that you're not seeing? Is there something that you don't want to see? Maybe choose to take your blinders off and see life with clear perspective, with clear view, with clear attention. So choosing to be decisive, maybe instead of being indecisive. What can you look forward to? We have the 10 of Cups. So Taurus, this is extremely happy. You can look forward to emotional fulfillment. You can look forward to all of your cups being full. Everything that you want in the emotional space being granted to you, reaching fulfillment, reaching desires accomplished. This is really beautiful and positive. So I don't see anything wrong with having the 10 of Cups to look forward to. That is extremely positive. I do want to bring out the clarification deck and clarify these 3 cards for you. So let's give that a shuffle. The Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to just split that and pull this top row out for you. The Empress in reverse being clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. By going slow, that's where your joy is found. Taking your time on a project, taking your time to go from A to B on whatever it is you're creatively working on, embodying that beautiful power that comes from the Empress energy into the 10 of Pentacles. Two very powerful power cards, the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is success in all of your physical environment. So could be paying off a house, could be receiving an income increase, a bonus, a raise, a promotion, could be starting to see the results of a very long Empress energy, a very long endeavor towards your health. Maybe you've quit doing something and you've started doing something else and you're finally starting to see the results. So it's like the return on your investment. As far as the 2 of Swords, why is the 2 of Swords here for what you need to be mindful of? 3 of Swords, taking off the blindfold so that you can see clearly what has hurt you. 3 of Swords is remembering mental pain, remembering those arguments, the thing that person said that stuck in your spirit and you've never been able to get rid of it. It still brings you pain when you bring it up and you talk about it today. And by choosing to forget this pain, it's keeping the blindfold on so that I'm going to just continue to walk my path and I'm going to be blinded to the pain so that I can maybe pretend that it never happened. But being mindful that, and I'm not a therapist or a life coach or anything like that. It's just the energy of the cards. So you can take it or leave it however it fits for you best in your life. But just a suggestion, just from the energy of the cards, it might be time to think about healing that thing or that sentence or that person's memory, whatever it is for you. Now might be the time, especially if taking off the blindfold is something you've considered doing. Then this pain is obviously going to be alive and well. It almost gives me the image of ripping the Band-Aid off. This blindfold that the 2 of Swords has on, willful blindness. If that blindfold is removed, then this pain, this aching heart is going to be revealed. Sometimes there's not a scab yet. Sometimes there's not a wound that has healed yet, and it might not be time. So maybe, Taurus, before you consider doing something that could maybe re-trigger you or re-traumatize you, working with a professional might be in high order. This is falling in the category of what is something to be mindful of. And my 2 cents is maybe it would be beneficial to grab a licensed professional to work with as you work through whatever it is that you've been carrying through your life. What do you have to look forward to? 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups here? The King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the master of the passionate realm. They are they've mastered their ability to contain their passions. They're usually very good looking. They're usually very leadership oriented. They can influence people. They can get people to see from their point of view, their perspective. They're usually very charming and talkative, social. The King of Wands is, I love how they are holding the torch here instead of they're holding the torch and they are standing in front. Instead of this lion being in front of the pride, this King of Wands is standing up in the lead of the lion. And so they're so powerful that they're even able to lead the animal kingdom. So King of Wands, this leadership oriented, I think that what you can look forward to, Taurus, is your emotional heart space being full, and possibly you being a leader in your career, your job of choice, wherever it is that you're employed, very much in control, head cheese kind of energy. And that is extremely fulfilling to you. I do want to finish off the reading for you with an oracle card from the Priestess of Light Oracle. So let me shuffle this up and give you one card from this deck. And I'm going to read from the book because I don't want to skip anything that the author intended for this to mean. We have Circle of Eternal Joy. This is card number 41, and it says timelessness, the dance of life. 41 is the number 4 and 1 adding up to give you the number 5. 5 is all about foundations, hard work, and pragmatism. So let me get the book out and give you the meaning of card number 41, Circle of Eternal Joy, timelessness, dance of life. The dove of spirit brings a blissful feeling of anticipation to the priestess of the dance. The pair faces outward in front of a portal that leads to the energetic realm. This mystical vortex is a place of power where intentions and vibrations reach from the long distant past into the infinite future. The dove is a symbol of eternal spirit, a divine consciousness that moves freely through time and space. Your soul is of that same spiritual nature, and your energy spirals through time, engaged in the dance of repetition and rebirth. Each turn of the dance, each life, and every day bring opportunities for joy, and your present joy spins blissful intentions into the fabric of the future. So remember that your soul has come to experience both happiness and self-mastery. Learn what there is to learn, but never forget to let your spirit soar. This card brings profoundly encouraging guidance. Your life is eternal, and you are always connected to the bliss of your spiritual perspective. No matter what you may be going through, I know that you can still find happiness, purpose, and understanding in the dance that is your current life. There may be a literal message as well, a suggestion to dance more, perhaps to take a dance class, and to find joy in movement and music. There might also be a party coming up, maybe even a wedding for you or someone you know. Remember to find your bliss in the little moments. Let yourself dance, laugh, sing, and enjoy. The affirmation: I live in a vortex of joyous energy. I listen to the beautiful music of my life and dance to my soul's sweet songs. Taurus, I hope this message finds you well and that it blesses your life in some way. If you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, and sharing the video, maybe reposting, I'm available on TikTok and on YouTube. Thank you very much for being here. Namaste.